It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, the Boss. Up against them, they'll be facing Machine. And this will take place in one of my favorite weight divisions, the Cruiserweights. They've got that heavyweight power, but can move like light heavyweights.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Up first is the Boss from Argentina. They'll be squaring up against the Machine from Portugal.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Argentina, wearing the blue trunks with red trim, the Boss. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Portugal, wearing the red trunks with red trim, the Machine.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That one will count. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Ooh, that one had to hurt. The perfect counter lands. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They threw the hook, didn't land.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook just can't find the target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Misses with the straight left. That counter punch got him clean. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up.
They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nobody home with that hook. There's a counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab does not score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter shot. punch. Threw the uppercut but did not score. Good counter punching. Nice counter. That counter punch got him clean. And he misses with that straight left. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. And he misses with that straight left.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Just missed with that hook. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is gonna have a tough job.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he misses with that straight left. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Will the referee stop it? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got a wet.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice defense with that jab. time he throws a punch, the receipt is coming right back. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The jab doesn't quite connect. Those counter punches. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Has to be careful. Do you believe what we are seeing? What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nice counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice job blocking the hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
So much for defensive abilities. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the rope play.
At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way it's going to finish this round. But look at that.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That counter shot lands. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
He missed with that jab. For defensive abilities. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. It appears he's out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you, one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense.
And down goes the boss. The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
A shot from the gods took him out.
No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
The referee calling for... They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The perfect counter lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when it's going to ring...
Oh my! That's a game changer! He was in big trouble there, but looks like he's recovered.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Misses with the straight left. He threw a punch and just got countered. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to restrain him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blame over brawn.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he scores with the counter. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
That's when you talk about championship material.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. His stamina is off the charts. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. A perfect counter shot. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
And there's the bell to start the round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That counter shot lands. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he misses with that straight left. Catch and shoot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And the boss has been dropped. As we take another look, you can see it. The body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Perfect counter shot. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.